Hello friends, this is A-Train 9 version 3, and we're back in our city again, where yet more expansion has taken place. It's actually, fairly late in the evening at the moment, but I'll give you a quick tour around before things spring into action. So we've developed this district here, and I can't for the life of me remember which one it is. They all start to look a little bit the same, especially when you're largely just weaving them in and out of each other. But you can see the part of the new area snaking off there in the background with this rather odd roller coaster looking affair going on here. But I thought I'd start out near the lighthouse because it's quite scenic. So I've basically turned this, which was the tail end of our network before, into what's the best way to describe it? This is a relatively new build we've got going on here, and it's turning into a tourist area. So I've built myself a hotel. It's not making me much money yet, but we've got a zoo here, and I'm going to probably build a theme park out here somewhere, if I can find the space for it, in the near future. But this is actually the home to one of the more complex rail setups that I've got going on. So here, actually, let's start here. This is a good a place as any. So this is our goods depot, which I'm sure you're familiar with. We've upgraded it again to include a third factory now because we weren't quite keeping up with demand. Although, obviously, at the moment we're doing quite handsomely for demand. These two trains are now serving different areas. We've got a second train, and when we built this depot area in the first place, we built a 4-track station, and we're now using all of that. Critically, that allows this train to serve both directions, much the same as its larger cousin here. But right now, this one is heading out to our tourist district. No, you're facing the wrong way. This is heading back to one of the original districts that we set up. Just in order to keep the supplies coming along so it can continue expanding. Because one of the things that I'm keen on right now, as you can see on the horizon, are these bad boys, skyscrapers. Oh yeah, I've built one of the largest ones you can get in the game. Took a while to build that one, but it's up and running, and as you can see, we've actually got the resources in, that if I felt like it, I could build a twin for it. I might well do that. But not now. Not now. What I did want to show you is this new area here. So we built out to a new city, and in fact this is the one I was talking about originally. This is our latest one, this tourist area. It's built up pretty quickly, as you can tell, and we've got train services running on our kind of standard schedule, kicking out at 7:30 a.m. heading through to around 10 p.m. at night. And right now we're only using one line from here, so we're only going up the right hand side where we interact with this district here. Now the key thing there is I've actually timed this one so that it works in parallel with the existing rail service we've got coming in from up the line. So if I just speed it up slightly, and I don't want to run the game at high speed while I'm recording necessarily, but just in order to get us past the darkness, maybe finishing in the darkness would have been a better move. But not an awful lot happens at night. I don't run any train services at night. I might occasionally put a goods service on, just purely so that it can avoid passenger rail during the day. Right, get ready to slow it back down again. And you should see how this works. It works throughout the day. It's actually pretty convenient. It took a little bit of tweaking on my part. So if we slow it right down to kind of standard speed here, as you can see, so this is the train that's coming in from over there, heading over onto the right hand side of the station as we look at it, and then here comes its more established brethren coming in from the next district up. And they're timed in such a way, because this one crosses over the track, they're timed in such a way that they don't interfere with each other. Let's just ease it forward to 2 times speed, I think. They hang around for between 20 and 45 minutes each, and then they push off again. Go on, that would have been a good time for you to go. Here we go. So this one will leave, snaking its way along, and then its partner in crime here will leave shortly afterwards. And they continue doing that throughout the day, and there is no waiting for either train. It's all being calculated rather well. Don't get me wrong, nothing particularly clever on my part. I simply set it up in such a way that they weren't going to collide. So basically the kind of the merger of the two that we saw just now happens every other time, every third time. Right now, this one will hang in, and if you keep your eye on the horizon there, let's get rid of that. If you keep your eye up here, you'll see the next train start to turn up just as this one's leaving. And the overlap is really pretty successful. Hold on a moment. So here it comes. And we bail out, clearing the track just as that one wants to come in. Beautiful, absolutely spot on, and and so that works. That works really well, and that's what I want to do more of as I expand further. Is try and make sure that I've got trains threading in and out of each other's path, but not in such a way that they actually get in each other's way. See, look at that, spot on. Took a little while to figure out, but largely I got it sussed simply by getting the wait time at each station right. So if we look at trains now, you'll see that they're all largely profitable. Even the ones that have lighter passenger loads are still making a reasonable amount of cash, and that's pretty essential. I've got over $1 billion still, but I am manipulating the market on a regular basis in order to keep it that way. I don't want to get into a position where everything has gone pear-shaped, and I'm looking to bail myself out with loans and so on. But yeah, so what else we got going on? So here's the terminal that we built last time around, the terminus, I should say, and it's coming along reasonably nicely. Again, we've got underground goods storage going on. If I call this up, we can have a look at that. There you go. And as you can see, it's actually pretty full. Partly down to the amount of room it has left to expand, but equally we're running power, pretty close to the limit. So in fact, we've been over the limit for a bit. I'm hoping that the AI is going to pick up the slack in terms of actually expanding here. But to be honest, I think it might be a case that I have to build some more buildings down here just to keep things moving along, keep things expanding. In fact, I might do that now. I've got the goods in stock. Pretty sure this will be in range of the main depot. What should we go for? Skyscraper, yeah. If in doubt, skyscraper. Because you do get a lot of bang for your buck once they're fully established. And the other good thing about them is you don't have to build the entire skyscraper in one hit. So they will construct them. So I don't need hundreds of tons of goods just kicking around waiting to be used. I can. I've got bus stops here, so it might be worth my while to try and work in harmony with a bus stop. Let's put it there and see what happens. So if you've not seen, I can't remember if I've covered it before, but if you've not seen a skyscraper be built before, that's what you get initially. Right, pretty undramatic stuff, and then every time it's got enough materials to build up to the next level. Let's have a look underground again. Every time it's got the right amount of materials available, it will build the next level, providing it's able to do so. So there is a minor countdown going on the construction of skyscrapers. But the good news is that once it's built, they actually make pretty good money. If we look at our existing building here, so we've made what, 5 million profit so far this year, and where are we? Just in October. So this one's been running all year. We're in October. We'll probably make a little bit more profit than that as the city continues to grow. But you know, I'm pretty satisfied with that as a result. So there we go. I mean, the big challenge I've got right now is to make sure that I am still using goods up, because if I'm ferrying goods to a district and they're not being used, I'm losing out. You know, the depot's costing me money to run, and I'm not getting any benefit from having it full. So I think this is actually probably the district with the best growth opportunity right now, because it's a lot of houses. Let's have a look and see what it's got going on underground. Where are we? I think it's there, look. Yeah, it's not got an awful lot of resources in stock at the moment. So what I might need to do is reroute one of my goods trains to be dropping off here for a while. Because I think we've largely got this one. Yeah, so that one's fully stocked. So I think that's our play. That's our move. So if we follow the track round, right? Let's grab you. Timetable assistant up. What's it running on at the moment? It's just running weekends at the moment. Okay, not a problem. So it's coming up on Friday morning. So I'm gonna accelerate just a little so that I can get its route done. In fact, you know what would be the smarter thing to do? Timetable assistant up. And then we'll set it on weekdays, and that way we can plough through, and then I can change the dates when it comes back again, just to get the route set up. And actually, it's relatively close. I think it's going the long distance route at the moment, but we shall find out in due course. Of course, this is the point at which it will take off in the opposite direction to the one I'm expecting. Here we go, we're waiting for 10 AM. In fact, I'm certain it's going to take off in the wrong direction. Our survey says... Nope, going the right way. Okay, good. Right, we'll pass through this first one. Take the branch. That was some fairly crazy camera action going on there. Yes, this is the fella. We want you to stop here and unload and reverse and come back again. And we want to stop, wait half an hour and come back. There we go. So, I mean, so this is largely what I've been doing lately is... oh, nuts! Yeah, I had a feeling this might happen. Okay, right. How am I going to resolve that? Right, we're going to turn you around. And then we'll get back on our goods train. I have a solution in mind. Right, okay, so we want to reverse load, yes, and then we'll just go Saturday, Sunday. Now, the risk with running just on weekends is the factories aren't actually replenishing themselves during that time. They only work on weekdays, and so what we need to just be a little bit wary of is potentially the train taking off while there's nothing for it to carry. At the moment, that's not a problem because pretty much all of our districts are kind of fully provisioned right now. Why are you only taking one there, little truck? You should be taking two. Why did you not take any? Something is screwy here. Maybe they're not stopping for long enough. Well, that can certainly seem to. Interesting. And in the past I've seen this happen as well, is, you've had trucks come in. Actually, it's more been trains than trucks, and you just want to make sure that they're stopping for enough time to actually load. I'm not certain that's a thing. Maybe you know better, in which case, chuck a comment in. But I suspect that there is a minimum kind of load time. Let's kill the timetable assistant now. Let's talk to you. You're waiting for 5 minutes. All right, let's up you to 20 there. Right, and then let's talk to your neighbour. 15. 15 should be enough, but let's go 20, just in case it's 10 minutes per load. And then your friend here. The other thing I've changed, you can probably see already, is we don't have that 5th truck queuing here now. I built another truck station next door. And that appears to have resolved any queuing. Well, it has resolved. It doesn't appear to have done anything. It's resolved the queuing problems that we had going on, which is splendid. 5 minutes. Yeah, I reckon it was that they were not waiting long enough. So let's get it back to 20 minutes here. Okay, right, and so as you can see, we are now on Saturday, so that train has taken off, and this time it shouldn't interfere with anything because I don't run my passenger services at weekends. Now, I mean, I probably could. That's the thing, is that I probably have enough demand now to run passenger services at weekends. In fact, if I were to find the big problem I've got there, of course, is that my passenger train services are interlinked, so they work in parallel. So as the train leaves here to go into this one, that one leaves there to go into that one. In fact, I think it goes the other way, but the general sense is exactly the same. And so I can't run one passenger service at weekends without effectively running, if not all, certainly most of them. Awkward. Okay, where's my new skyscraper? Where did I put it? I'm pretty sure it's over here. Here we go. No movement on this yet. They do take a few months to build. Well, you know, they take a bit longer than that in the real world, but here they take a few months to build. You know, that's not something we can really watch in a real-time playthrough. So that's going to wrap it up more or less for this time. Where am I going next? One project that I want to do further on, maybe not right now, is I want to get some infill going. So I don't want to leave any area of land that hasn't been, you know, properly populated by the game. You know, this district system, we've got a couple of bits of merger going on here and there, and certainly now I'm supplying this bit, which, you know, I thought that was an incomplete there. And certainly now I'm supplying materials again to here. This should start growing quite nicely. And as you can see, it's already starting to merge with its neighbour. But beyond that, I want to, you know, we want to make sure that infill is happening. But we're going to continue outwards, and I want to continue making more intertwined, I think is probably the word to use, more intertwined rail links to keep things exciting. So please do tune in next time, and if if there's something you particularly want me to build or something you particularly want to see, then by all means leave a comment and I shall do my best to get on it. Thanks very much for watching today. I've been Colonel Failure. Leave a comment, subscribe if you haven't done so already, and I shall talk to you very soon. Thanks for watching. Cheerio.
Listen.